Okay. So, in continuation with some of the common lifestyle disorders that we are being seen, continuation to that topic, some of the respiratory and skin related problems will be seeing in today's class. Okay. तो सबसे पहले chronic cold. Okay. Very commonly we see chronic cold in day to day life, in terms of either it could be because of you could say uh, frequent cold, या फिर बार बार बहुत बार बार सर्दी जुकाम होता है, और इट कुड बी कोल्ड विच इज रेगुलर एंड इट इज नॉट गोइंग एट ऑल, या फिर सर्दी या जुकाम ऐसा है जो कंटिन्यूअसली है और जाता ही नहीं है. ओके. नाउ वेरी कॉमनली यू कैन सी दिस इन दी किड्स. जो बच्चे होते हैं, ये आप इनमें आप बहुत ज्यादा ये देख सकते हो, स्पेशली kids who are going to you could say your daycare, nursery, primary, ये जो है प्री प्राइमरी स्कूल्स वगैरह जो है, वहां पे अगर वो एज ग्रुप के अगर आप बच्चे देखो, who are more than 2.5 years old, who are continuously going, so especially I'm looking seeing, I'm explaining according to the age wise अगर आप देखो, तो 2.5 years के ऊपर जो बच्चे हैं, जो डे केयर जाते हैं या फिर स्कूल जो जाते हैं, उनमें आप ये देख सकते हो कि वो सर्दी जो है वो बार बार होगी, या तो फिर ऐसे लगेगा कि पूरा टाइम उनको सर्दी जुकाम है. ओके. There are two things. Now what could be the reason? First and foremost, again the continuous the kid ending up being with cold and fever or cold cough and all, could be because the kid is getting exposed to a lot of viral infection and stuff like that, and it is trying to uh, you know increase its immunity power or resistance power. बार बार अगर सर्दी हो रही है, कंटिन्यूसली सर्दी हो रही है, तो एक चीज ये हो सकती है कि बहुत सारे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वायरसेस से वो गूंज रहा है या फिर एक्सपोज हो रहा है, जिसके कारण बार बार सर्दी हो रही है. तो यहाँ पे जो बच्चे का रेजिस्टेंस है या फिर इम्यूनिटी है वो बढ़ रहा है. ओके. सो द अदर सिनेरियो कुड बी otherwise the immunity as it is, the immunity of the kid is very very low. Okay. या तो फिर वो बच्चे का जो इम्यूनिटी है वो बहुत ज्यादा कम है. नो, अभी हम लोग इन दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है. if the kid is having cold and cough or runny nose or blocked nose or cold regularly, and there is no hampering or there is no disrupting, or it is not affecting its vitals. Now what are the vitals? The hunger, thirst, or the activeness, the sleep, all the normal routine or the regular routine the kid is following, it is not hampered or it is not disturbed. मतलब बच्चा जो है वो बार बार अगर बीमार पड़ रहा है, सर्दी खांसी है, इसके बावजूद ओके, ये सब होने के कारण भी उसके भूख, प्यास, नींद या फिर उसके जो एक्टिविटीज है, उसने उसका जो जो भी मतलब खेलना कूदना है, वो अफेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है, वो हैम्पर नहीं हो रहा है, वो कम नहीं हो रहा. So this is the indication wherein the kid is improving or enhancing its immunity. Okay, this is one thing. The kid is, even though having cold and the regular cold and cough, it is very frequent. The kid is having food properly, the kid is sleeping, the thirst, the activities, the playing, everything is normal, or everything is very normal. So here the immunity of the kid is like, वो बच्चे का जो इम्यूनिटी है वो बढ़ते जाएगा, वेर इन बिकॉज it is getting, body is getting resistance, or body is developing a lot of antibodies and all, and because of which the kid is improving. Okay, this is one scenario, and this is good, healthy. Okay. The other scenario is wherein the kid is frequently ending up with cold, cough and fever, and it is affecting its hunger, thirst, sleep, activities, and regularly it has to be taken to doctor or hospital, to the hospital, or it has to be put on heavy antibiotics and all. So in this case, the kid is having really very low immunity. Okay, very very low immunity, which is not good. Okay. दूसरा सिनारियो ये है जहां पे बच्चे को बार बार सर्दी जुकाम हो रही है, जिसके कारण उसका भूख प्यास नींद खेलना कूदना वो सब बहुत ज्यादा इफेक्ट हो रहा है, बहुत ज्यादा कम हो रहा है, या फिर बार बार उसको उससे तकलीफ हो रही है। ओके, बार बार उसको उससे तकलीफ हो रही है, जिसके कारण उसको बार बार डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाना पड़ रहा है, दवाइयां देनी पड़ रही है, हैवी एंटीबायोटिक्स देने पड़ रहे हैं, और हमेशा बच्चा एकदम डल रहेगा, बेड पे रहेगा, या फिर उसको कुछ अ, अच्छा ही नहीं लगेगा, हमेशा एकदम बुझा बुझा सा, एक ही जगह पे ऐसे चुस्त वैसे वाला लगेगा। तो यहाँ पे इम्यूनिटी उसका बहुत ज्यादा लो है, बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत है। तो इस यहाँ पे हमको इसकी इम्यूनिटी जो है वो बढ़ानी पड़ेगी। ओके, the same goes, the kid, because of low immunity and repeatedly getting frequently ending up being exposed to these all things, cold cough fever or whatever it is, what happens is it is getting affected, or the growth, the tissues and all are getting hampered, leading to very lethargic, dull, always sad, or mm, slow activities, that the kid is like that. Okay, so in this case the kid is not in a good health, and he needs to improve his immunity level. Okay, so this is in the kids. Now, of course it goes with all the kids. Now in the adults and all, again there are two scenarios wherein the person is again exposed to a lot of issues, health issues or something like that, and then he's repeatedly ending up with cold cough and all. So in this case, the immunity is of course low, that is the reason the person is having a lot of these things. At the same time, because of the lifestyle, now here because of the lifestyle the person is being affected. मतलब यहाँ पे जब हम लोग बड़ों की बात करेंगे, जो बड़ों की बात, जो बार बार इनको सर्दी जुकाम है, जो बड़े हैं उनमें जो बार बार सर्दी जुकाम का लक्षण आपको दिखाई देता है, वहां पे हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे बार बार इसलिए हो रहा है क्योंकि उनका जो आहार विहार, मानसिक जो है, या फिर उनके जो डे टू डे लाइफ है, डाइट एंड लाइफस्टाइल जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा गलत है, जिसके कारण उनको ये सारी चीजें हो रही है। लाइफस्टाइल में आपका कंटिन्यूस AC exposure to the AC in the lifestyle and diet and all. If at all we are looking at the diet aspect, now coming to the diet aspect, which causes all these regularly, in the diet, if the person is having a lot of unhealthy food, the food which is increasing the kapha dosha, which is cold, which is heavy to digest, which is again stale food, junk food, a lot of sweet food, preservative rich food. Okay, if at all the person is having these kind of food, then again it is not healthy, again it increases the kapha. Now the person who is not taking food at the proper time, sleeping in the daytime, sleeping soon after the meals, and taking or you could say doing unhealthy stuff during the kafaja kala. Now kafaja kala, that is in the morning 6 to 10 a.m. Again 6 to 10 a.m. the person is sleeping, the person is having a lot of sweet food, or the person is not doing all the things that increases kapha. सुबह के 6 से 10 बजे जो कफज काल रहता है, उस टाइम पे अगर बंदा कफ वृद्धि करने वाली चीजें कर रहा है, जैसे कि उस टाइम पे सो रहा है, उस टाइम पे जो मीठा खाना है वो खा रहा है, या फिर जो बहुत ज्यादा पचाने में मुश्किल है, कफ को बढ़ाने वाली जो चीजें हैं अगर वो खा रहा है, जैसे ठंडी चीजें, ठंडा दूध, ठंडा दूध और खट्टा फ्रूट्स, ओके, ऑल ये सारी चीजें, इफ एट ऑल द पर्सन इज डूइंग ऑल विरुद्ध आहार, और मतलब all wrong things during the kapha kala in terms of diet and all, then again during that time the kapha increases. At the same time, exposure to AC, exposure to cold airs, okay, cold damp airs, humid weather, which is cold but yet humid, if at all the person is getting exposed to that, or is more into that kind of climate, especially in the ACs and all, where throughout the day we are in the ACs. Again, in those condition, what happens now, all these things lead to increased or aggravated kapha dosha, leading to decrease in the agni or in the pitta dosha, and leading to a lot of ama utpatti, or generation of ama. This ama spreads to a lot of different places in the body, and when it reaches the respiratory system, it blocks, or it you could say it obstructs the passages, leading to increase of again more of the kapha dosha, and at the same time disturbance of pitta dosha, leading to chronic cold. Okay. जब आप विरुद्ध आहार विहार मानसिक ये सारी चीजें हो जाती हैं, जहां पे कफ का बहुत ज्यादा वृद्धि हो जाता है, तो ये कफ जो है वृद्धि होने के कारण पित्त और अग्नि, वो उन दोनों को कम कर देता है, जिसके कारण आम उत्पत्ति होती है। जब ये आम पूरे बॉडी में फैल जाती है, स्पेशली जब वो रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम में पहुंच जाती है, तो सारा मार्ग अवरोध कर देती है, या फिर धमनी स्रोतस को ब्लॉक कर देती है, जिसके कारण बहुत ज्यादा क्लेद बन जाता है या फिर कफ बन जाता है, और आम उत्पन्न के कारण डिसऑर्डर डिसऑर्डर्स शुरू हो जाते हैं। ओके। नाउ symptoms here, यहाँ पे there is a lot of heaviness of the head, blockage of the head, headaches, nose block, congestion in the nose. Then you have a lot of mucus, or phlegm or bulgum in your throat, and nausea, vomiting kind of feeling, sneezing, or runny nose, stuffy nose, low grade fever, lot of weakness, feverish, emaciation, tiredness. Okay, all these things can be seen in chronic cold. Um, Now coming to treatment. When we are talking about treatment, of course, we have a lot of things here. It has been given. First and foremost, अवॉइड दी निदानस। ओके, निदान परिवर्जन, जो भी निदान है या फिर जो भी कारण है, उससे आप दूर रहो या फिर उसको आप निकाल दो। ये पहला होगा। नेक्स्ट, शमन औषधि। इन शमन औषधि मतलब इंटरनल इनटेक के लिए यू हैव एलादि गुटी, व्योषादि गुटी, खदिरादि गुटिका, देन लक्ष्मी विलास रस, then you have Trayodashangula Guti, then you have your Mahasudarshan Ghanvati, Sanjeevani Vati. Apart from that, Sitopaladi Churna, Trikatu Churna, okay. Then Khadira Khanda, Paripatyadi Kada, Pipalyasava, Amrita Rishta, Dashamula Rishta. Then yeah, these are some of the things. Now, apart from this, regular panchakarma, that is vamana, virechana, shodhana, nasya, is very, very beneficial. Now, these are some of the things. And in yoga and all, you have pranayama, breathing exercise, meditation. Then apart from that, certain yogasanas, that is your Tiryak Setu Bandhasana. Then you have Swana, downward dog, Vajrasana. Then you have your Bhujangasana. Uh, yes, these are some of the things. Now, again, your Tadasana, that is also one of the good this. Then you have Yeah, Padangushtasana, very, very beneficial. Again, what you have, yeah, these are some of the yoga sanas which are very beneficial. Basically they will increase your lung volume. आपका जो lung volume है वो increase करता है, leading to a lot of proper ventilation to your lungs. When proper ventilation to your lungs happens, then there's a lot of you could say decreased toxins or decreased armor, you could say. Now, apart from that, some of the simple home remedies, tulsi swaras आप ले सकते हो, juice of tulsi leaves, or you can just chew tulsi leaves, okay, या फिर तुलसी के पत्ते आप खा सकते हो, अजवाइन के पत्ते, caraway or carom seeds, leaves, okay. Or you can just dry roast them on the hot pan, and then squeeze the rasa, that is juice out of it, add honey to it, and then you can take it. Shunti rasa, that is your dry ginger, you can take that paste, mix it with honey and lick it. Dry ginger and dry dates, okay, you can make a paste by rubbing it, and then mix it with honey and then take it. Honey with haldi powder, that is also very good. Honey with, that is your turmeric powder, very good. Turmeric milk, ginger milk, very, very good. Then apart from that, what do you have? uh, Dry ginger and milk, very beneficial. Pinch of nutmeg powder in the milk, hot milk, very beneficial. Then apart from that, you can make a special decoction. You can take black pepper, that is kali miri, then clove, long, then cardamom, elaichi, dalchini, cinnamon stick, and black raisins, that is kale kishmish, uh, with tulsi, which has the seeds and flowers into that top of the tulsi, that along with lemongrass. तो ये सारा जो है इसका कषाय बना के, then you can add a bit of ginger also, and then थोड़ा सा अदरक भी आप ऐड कर सकते हो, फिर अच्छे से इसको उबाल के, अदरक, if at all no adrak, then you can take dry ginger, then boil it properly, and then this decoction can be taken with मिश्री, और मिश्री, रेशे वाली मिश्री इसमें डाल के आप पी सकते हो, या तो फिर ऐसे ही पी सकते हो, or you can add sugar candy to that and then drink it, okay, very, very beneficial and instant. You could say a lot of phlegm or mucus can be reduced with this, okay. And then diffusers, take a camphor, pure camphor, and to this you can add essential oils. Now, what are the essential oils? You can add eucalyptus, lavender, rosemary, then sage, vetiver, then yes, yes. Now coming to sneezing, okay. Now again, sneezing could be is a process wherein the foreign particles or the foreign bodies are thrown out of the body, okay, of the person's body. मतलब जो foreign particles है in terms of anything, वो body से बाहर निकालने की कोशिश किया, body अपने अपने अंदर से बाहर निकालने की कोशिश करता है. तो what would be the triggering factors? In terms of food, it could be spicy food or sweet food or cold water or refrigerated food. मतलब जो ठंडा चीज है, फ्रिज का चीज है, या फिर जो मीठा है, तीखा है, ये स्नीजिंग ये कर सकता है. Now, in terms of activities, exposure to dust, pollen, dendrites, any kind of virus, any kind of you know irritants, okay, that will cause a lot of irritation leading to sneezing. Apart from that, exposure to cold wind, exposure to cold and dry winds, um, then certain steroid inhalation, certain preservatives, chemicals, cosmetics, hair products, strong perfumes, strong deodorants, all these strong smell, all these can trigger sneezing. Emotion wise, too much of anger, and too much of stress. Again, these leads to sneezing. Abhi, now, yes, according to Ayurvedic concept, when there is excess uh, kapha vruddhi, leading to blockage and disturbing the movement of pranavata. Okay, जब कफा बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाता है, वृद्धि हो जाता है और ये प्राणवात का वात को ऑब्स्ट्रक्ट करता है, तो बहुत ज्यादा छींके निकलती है. ओके, स्नीजिंग इज हैपनिंग. Yes. Now, home remedies, whatever has been mentioned here, that you can do. Apart from that, you can take steam. Steam inhalation is very good. Breathing exercise, pranayama is very good. Drinking of hot water is very good. Hot water infused with ginger is very good. Then steam inhalation, diffusers, very good. Um, Tulsi Swaras is very good. Then, yeah. Um, yeah, these are some of the things what you have to do. Now, coming to asthma. Okay. Now, asthma is something wherein there is difficulty in breathing. मतलब बंदे को सांस लेने में बहुत ज्यादा तकलीफ होती है या फिर दिक्कत होती है, इसको हम लोग अस्थमा बोलते हैं. ठीक है, तो जब ये अस्थमा होता है तो क्या होता है, क्या चेंजेस होता है. ओके, नाउ इफ यू सी from the nose, then you have anatomy of the respiratory tract. अगर हम लोग देखें तो पहले you have your nostrils, then larynx, pharynx, windpipe, trachea and blah 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 blah, बहुत सारा मतलब बहुत सारी चीजें आती है. Then at the tip, at the end of your neck, where there is depression in between the collarbones, from there the trachea divides. Okay, the trachea divides into bronchi. Now these two pipes, which are called as bronchi, will again go and then it branches out like your trees. Okay, it branches out like the trees, and at the end of each bronchioles there is something called as yeah. Now, if you see, these are your bronchioles, and end of that you can see a small, cotton-like here. You can see this. These are your alveoli or air sacs. Now, here is where the blood gets converted into, it gets converted, or there is exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay, so oxygen gets converted, wherein it goes, it helps in the movement through which it goes out of the lungs and comes inside the oxygen comes inside the lungs and carbon dioxide goes out of the lungs. Now these alveoli are very spongy and they make up the whole lungs. The lungs are very soft and spongy. They are very soft, in as soft as your cotton candy. मतलब जो बुड्ढे के बाल रहते हैं उतना soft और spongy रहते हैं आपके lungs. ओके, आसानी से उनको मतलब थोड़ा सा अगर ऐसे कुछ हो गया तो पंचर होने के चांसेस होते हैं. ओके, तो इतने सॉफ्ट और इतने मुलायम रहते हैं आपके लंग्स. तो क्या होता है, तो दिस इज द एनाटॉमी. ओके, दिस इज द एनाटॉमी ऑफ योर सॉरी yeah. So this is the anatomy of your respiratory system. Now what happens is, if you can see, there are two bronchioles. One is having a hollow space, the other is like a kind of block. So in the asthma, what happens is, because of triggering factor, it could be because of the diet, lifestyle, or because of the emotions. Okay, very commonly I have seen that asthma is triggered or it is directly related to your psychological health. Now if your psychological health is disturbed or it gets slightly fluctuating, then you end up with asthmatic attack or panic attacks leading to disturbance or difficulty in breathing. Okay, तो जब अस्थमा होता है, तो because of the triggering factor, जो ब्रोंक्यूल्स है या फिर जो एयर वेज बोलते हैं या फिर पाइप हम लोग बोलते हैं, एयर पाइप हम लोग जो बोलते हैं, वो अचानक से इन्फ्लेम होके सूज जाता है, सूजन आ जाती है, फिर थोड़ा सा मोटा हो जाता है, जिसके कारण जो पैसेज है वो श्रिंक हो जाती है और सांस लेने में दिक्कत हो जाती है. ओके, now because of the triggering factor, it could be in the form of diet, lifestyle, or emotions. What happens? They slight inflammation and swelling of the bronchioles. Now when these bronchioles get swollen, they start obstructing the airways or the air passages. Okay, now when this happens, there's difficulty in breathing. Okay, so this is how asthma happens or asthmatic attack happens. Now what are the factors in terms of diet? It could be because of excess madhuramla lavana rasa. Okay, it could be because of excess sweet, excess cold, excess heavy food, all these things. Apart from that, having food in the not in a proper way, in the improper timing, sleeping in the daytime, in the activities, exposure to AC, wind, dust, pollen grains, or pollen, all these things, harvesting. It could be very common in the autumn or spring season. Then apart from that, your because of your emotions, it could be because of stress, anxiety, uh, grief, or anger. Okay, all these things causes your asthma attack. Okay, now very commonly I've seen that it is very commonly related to your psychological health. If your psychological health is weak, or if you are prone to a lot of anxiousness, or low self esteem and insecurity feeling and all, then those kind of people end up having these asthmatic attack very frequently. Okay, now signs and symptoms: dyspnea, coughing, breathlessness, burning sensation in the chest and in the throat, lot of tightness in the chest, uh, vertigo, unconsciousness, giddiness, uh, even during lying down position, a lot of difficulty in breathing, sleep apnea, what we call, wheezing, then bronchi, all these things. Okay, now what all the counseling to be done is moreover in terms of the causative factor, especially the emotional health. Okay, the emotional health have to be taken care. Very commonly it is important that the person takes repeated panchakarma, especially the detoxification nasya or shodhana nasya har saal dene se जो ये प्रॉब्लम है, ऑलमोस्ट ऑल दी रेस्पिरेटरी इश्यूज जो है वो क्लियर हो जाते हैं या फिर ठीक हो जाते हैं, एंड देन द पर्सन इज वेरी फिट एंड फाइन. Apart from that, increasing the lung volume through breathing exercise and pranayama with and yoga asanas is the best way to controlling or managing this disorder. Now coming to some of the home remedies, you have a lot of things. Apart from that, steam inhalation is very good. Medicated medicated kashaya gargling is very very good. Medicated dhumapana, that is cigarette, medicated herbal smoking is very very beneficial. What is tivra pranayama? Tivra pranayama is intense pranayama, wherein of different types. We have a lot of different types of pranayama: bastrika pranayama, then we have shitkari pranayama, brahmari pranayama. In this way we have a lot of pranayama, all the pranayamas in a intense form. We also have something called as mudras. Okay, specifically mudras which balances your vata and kapha. If at all these two mudras, if you are doing your pranayama with these two mudras, they are very beneficial, because mudras are something which will channelize the energy. Okay, channelize the energy or regulates the energy or increases the energy or manages the energy, whereas pranayama will amplify that energy. Okay, pranayama will multiply that energy. So that is very very important when you are doing breathing exercise. Of course you can do it any time of any day or any way. But when we are talking about pranayama, it has to be very properly during yes. Mm, yeah, because I don't know. Mudra, I'm not showing any mudras. Okay, there are a lot of mudras. Okay, so I'm not showing any mudras. Reason being, for each specific issue, there are specific mudras. Okay, it depends for what purpose you are doing. Again, for Vatajas, we have specific mudras. For Pitta issues, we have specific mudras. For Kapha issues, we have specific mudras. So based on those mudras, based on those things, those mudras to be taken, and then you're going to do pranayama. This is again separately a different topic and different class. We are not going into this. This is not a yoga class, but just for your information, I'm just telling you that. Okay. um yeah, apart from that, as I was telling, your Pippali, Pippali, that is your Piperlongum, again very very beneficial. Triphala is very beneficial. Vardhamana Pippali is again Vardhamana Pippali Rasayana is there, wherein it enhances, gradual increase of the Pippali or Piperlongum in a specific dose. It is also being given. Chavanprash is very very beneficial. Then you have something called as Haridra Khanda, very very beneficial. Um, yeah, these are some of the things which are very very beneficial. Mm, Now yes, there is application of the paste, that is, you can apply dry ginger paste to your head, to your forehead, nose, throat, chest, back. At the same time, you can also use mustard oil with sandav or turmeric and apply it, and then leave it for 15-20 minutes and then wipe it off. Or sesame oil with sandav lavana with turmeric, or you can add couple of eucalyptus oil, but be careful, it might burn a bit. Or you can just plain add camphor oil, turmeric oil, vetiver oil, lavender, rosemary, yang yang, juniper. Okay, these are some of the oils you can add for the in a diffuser or for the steam and all. Yeah, some of the yoga asanas for asthma are Setu Bandhasana, Bhujangasana, Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, Kapalabhati Pranayama, Matsendriyasana, Pavana Muktasana, Adhomukha Shvanasana, butterfly pose. Okay. Now coming to bronchitis. Now here bronchitis is again, it is found in the bronchus or all the bronchioles, wherein there is increased inflammation leading to excess mucus formation or excretion of the mucus or product generation of the mucus, phlegm, bulgum. जो bronchioles है, they are lined with mucous membrane. Okay, जो भी bronchioles है वहां पे उनके पूरे इर्द गिर्द जो है yeah. So as I was telling, in these in the bronchitis, the bronchioles, they are lined with mucous membrane. So now what is the function of this mucous membrane? First and foremost thing, lubricating the this, and at the same time uh, collecting or filtering the air. Okay, if at sometimes when we inhale there are a lot of dust particles or some microbes and stuff like that. So what this mucous membrane does is it traps these excess things, and in the form of cough, sneeze, or in the form of phlegm spitting out, it flushes out those foreign particles out of the body. Okay, in terms of mucus and all, excess mucus, sometimes you're coughing and then mucus comes out. This is the body's way, or the way of the respiratory tract to flush out whatever is not required. Now what happens sometimes, because of some viral infection or some additional foreign irritants or something, according to Ayurveda, again viruddha ahara vihara, kapha vruddhikara things, what happens is the inflammation is increased, leading to excess secretion of the mucus, lead again, this is called as bronchitis or inflammation of the airways or the air passages, you could say, or the bronchial tubes. Okay. Now when this happens, there's a lot of blockage leading to cold, cough, fever, respiratory disorders, or a lot of cough in the chest region. Okay. Now causes again, kafaja vruddhikara ahara vihara, leading to decrease of the pitta dosha, and this in terms increases the kapha in the chest region. Okay. Again, apart from that, external external elements like cold winds, rains, humid weathers, cold humid weathers, or smoking, drinking, pollution, dust, all these things can trigger. In some cases genetic issues are also there. Mhm. Yeah. Now, signs and symptoms: cough with mucus, shortness of breath, body aches and chills, low fever, runny, stuffy nose, uh, bronchitis and asthma. Bhumika ji, in bronchitis, the inflammation of the mucous membrane is there, leading to a lot of secretion of the mucus. Whereas in asthma, it is there is no increased mucous membrane. Okay, it is just the because of the triggering factor, it gets swollen. Okay. And asthma is temporary and it is short for a short period, whereas bronchitis, it is for a longer period. It slowly and gradually it goes on building up. Okay. Asthma is like instantly it comes and after some time it goes. Okay. With medication and all, it slowly Bhumika ji, clinically, bronchitis will be like, there's a lot of cough filled in the chest. Okay. And there's a lot of wheezing sound, coughing sound. The person will have a lot of fever. The nose is runny and stuffy. There's a lot of mucus when even while coughing and, from the nose. Okay. This is completely a different thing. And your asthma is completely a different thing. It is just moreover to the passage, just airways get constricted because of swelling, and once, with the medication, the swelling goes all and that person is back to normal. But in bronchitis, they have to be it is a pile up of a long days, and instantly with just one shot of medicine or one dose of medicine, it can't be treated. Yes. Some of the home remedies: ginger and honey, mustard oil and camphor, mustard oil and ginger, dry ginger powder, mustard oil and turmeric. Okay, all these you can just apply it, on the chest and back. A lot of steam inhalation, hot water bag on the chest and back. Then at the same time, hot ginger decoction, very very beneficial. Okay. Yes. Mhm. Yeah. At the same time, Sitopaladi, you have Sitopaladi Chona, you have Amrita Rishta, you have Pushkaramrita, then Adulasav, Vasakarishta. Okay, these are a lot of things for use for the bronchitis. Now coming to urticaria. Now, what is urticaria? Urticaria, now these respiratory issues, respiratory disorders, and these skin disorders, what we are going to see. Uh, Allergic rhinitis is runny nose. Okay, runny nose. There's a lot of runny nose at a specific period of time or in a specific season. Okay, there is just runny nose and stuffy nose. uh, yeah, as I was telling, urticaria and these set of respiratory disorders and the skin disorders, which we are going to see now and then further, both these are interrelated. Okay, somewhere or the other. Of course, genetic heredity is one of the major reason for this. Apart from that, of course, diet, lifestyle, and everything, that is kind of in a triggering or add-ons, which leads to explosion of all these things. But apart from that, sometimes, if at all the respiratory triggers or respiratory allergies are there, genetic or heredity, they are in a minimal thing. And when these are in a minimal thing, or they are not that properly, you could say, exposed, or they don't come out, then these allergies will come out in the form of skin related disorders. Okay, these two are very commonly, if you see, the person who is having skin related, these skin related disorders, or the person who is having these allergic reactions or respiratory disorders, if you see the family history, very commonly you can see that there is connection. uh, in that family, either they might have some skin related disorders, or they might have respiratory related disorders. Again, this is a clear indication. If not, it is the family, or that family is more prone to these two disorders. Okay, so just additional information. Yeah, now coming back to urticaria. Urticaria is a way wherein the body has a lot, or the specifically on the skin there are a lot of uh, rashes, red rashes, which are slightly inflamed, itchy, and or burning, or it could be in the small dot form, or small patches kind of thing. Okay, and these could be again itchy, burning, spreading. um, this could be related to diet, when we are having intense or excess intake of amla, lavana, katu rasa. Okay, if at all amla, lavana, katu rasa are excessively in taken in excessive this, again that sleeping in the daytime, staying awake in the night, sleeping soon after the food, viruddha ahara, incompatible food. Okay, if at all you are taking incompatible food, uh, uh, then even then that these things are happening. Apart from that, stress, tension, change of climate, any allergic triggering factor, it could be in the form of some cloth, some pollen, some plant, some food, some preservatives, some artificial agents. It could be in the form of food, or in the form of hair products, skin products, cosmetics, soaps, perfumes, fragrance, anything. Okay, here anything could be the triggering factor. Different people have different triggering factor or causative factor. Okay, in some cases, excessive exposure to the sun, especially some people, you can find it very commonly in spring season or autumn season, or in the summer season. Okay, very commonly when the pitta is very high, if when the pitta jakala is there. And that too, you can see that the people will those people will have them very commonly in the afternoons, or in the night, in the night times, in the pitta jakala. During the pittaja kala itself, you can see these urticarial patches. Okay, now signs and symptoms: thirst, anorexia, nausea, fatigue, red discoloration of the eye, many temporary reddish, itchy welts, hives on skin, swelling of hands, swelling of lips, eyes, or throat. Itching is there, burning is there. At the same time, the person might also have UTI, urinary tract infection, or burning micturition. Okay, and they can feel that the skin is very hot. The body has a lot of heat in them. Okay, now what are the things you can do here? List of the things. Yes, Bhumika ji, urticaria is because of the pitta dosha. Just now I told. Yeah, it is because of the pitta dosha, where urticaria. Yeah, I no, sorry, I did not tell that. I did not tell the Ayurvedic concept, right? Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Now, what happens is, when you do causes, already I have spoken about the causes. When these happens, your pitta gets aggravated. Okay, pitta gets aggravated when this Nirveji, urticaria is not ringworm. Okay, urticaria is not ringworm. When pitta gets very aggravated or vitiated, it goes and mixes with the blood. Okay, it mixes with the blood, and this blood, when it travels, okay, these hives or these rashes come out on the skin. Okay, so this is what happens, or you could say, Ayurvedic point of view, this is what happens when pitta gets dushita. It also vitiates the blood dhatu, or rakta dhatu gets vitiated, and when this happens, skin gets, there are eruptions on the skin in the form of urticaria. I think it is clear. Yeah, who asked it? Bhumika ji, you asked it. Yeah. Yes, now coming to the treatment, you have a list of treatments here. Now, external application, what all you can do. Very I mean, age old and very beneficial kokum. Kokum is your Garcinia indica. Okay, kokum is very commonly found in the coastal belts. Now, this kokum is, slightly blackish. The fruit is reddish, dark red in color, and they open it up, and the external peels are being dried in the sun, which turns black. They are very sour in nature. Okay, this, you can soak it in the water and add sugar to it and drink it. So that will take care of your pitta. Now these peels can be rubbed on your uh, areas, the urtic areas. It might stinks a little and burns a little, but instantly you can find that they soothe down. There is a cooling effect and they soothe down. Now, apart from that, aloe vera gel can be applied, chandan can be applied, turmeric water can be, just poured, neem water can be poured, milk can be poured, gulab jal can be poured. Okay. Apart from that, internally, you can take sauf ka pani. Okay, ushirasa, that is anantamul, you can take. Then pudina water you can take, coriander water you can take, fennel seed water you can take, all in the decoction form, of course. uh, Black black raisins instantly you can take, very good. Elaichi, that is cardamom, you can take. Sugar candy water you can take, mishri you can eat. Then what? Aloe vera gel application all over the body. Multani mitti with aloe vera gel and milk you can mix and apply it, very very good. Apart from that, mud bath. Mud, when we are talking about mud bath, the black soil, okay, the black soil, exclusively the black soil, which is very cooling and soothing, you can just mix it with milk and then apply it, very very beneficial. Okay, I think yeah. Yeah, even kapoor oil, you can just take camphor, mix it with coconut oil and then apply it, or you can just add camphor in the aloe vera gel and just apply it, very very cooling and instant soothing. Yes. Now coming to eczema. Again, eczema is a medical condition in which skin becomes inflamed, itchy, cracked. At the same time, in the rough patches, also the skin is more like, thick. It is very thick and leathery. Okay, leathery and black. It's always blackish discoloration is there. There's a lot of itching, and there are two types. One is the dry eczema and the wet eczema. In dry eczema, the skin is just flaking and itching, and it gets cracked and all. Whereas in the wet eczema, it is like the pus or water is coming out. You have blisters and water is coming out, non-healing ulcer kind of, it is coming, waters are coming out of that. So these are the eczema and very commonly found. Again, causes here, ahara vihara manasika, seafood aggravates it, especially the shellfish. All the shellfishes increase them a lot. Also, increased uric acid is very very bad. Then what? Food. Yes, amla lavana katu rasa. If you are taking it in the excess form. Again, vihara, sleeping in the daytime, soon after the meal, staying awake in the night, smoking, drinking, excess meat intake, again all these. Then stress, tension, irritation in certain climate, certain season. It could be either the winter or the summer. It could be either of that. um, then apart from that, genetic, yes, genetic and heredity is a thing. Symptoms: severe itching, redness, tiny fluid filled blisters, thick watery discharge from the lesions, dry scaly skin, discoloration of the skin due to continuous lesions. Especially, it becomes very dry, thick, leathery. Okay, the skin becomes, piling on. There is no scaling as such, but there's a lot of piling on. The skin peels out, so there's a lot of piling of the skin. The skin becomes very thick and flabby or leathery. Okay. um yes. Now some of the home remedies are given here. uh, Here you can use, neem oil, very very good. Turmeric oil, very good. Jojoba oil, then grapeseed oil, juniper oil, avocado oil, very very good. Olive oil is very good. Then coconut oil is very good. In the coconut oil you can add, aloe vera gel and apply, very very beneficial. Apart from that, neem cream. In the neem oil, add a bit of aloe vera gel, mix it, add a pinch of turmeric in that, mix it properly, and then you can apply it, very very beneficial. Yes, these are some of the things. Internally, blood purification is very very good. Major factor of aggrima is it? Diet, lifestyle, yes, Bhumika ji. Diet, lifestyle, and climatic, very very important. When we are talking about diet and lifestyle, not only diet and lifestyle, even the emotions. Okay, psychological emotion triggers are also, see, which worsens the condition. Okay, the best way to handle them is, all these skin disorders, is the yoga, pranayama, and meditation, very very beneficial. Okay. mm, yeah. Now coming to psoriasis. Psoriasis, again, it is the, here, again, the skin is very dry, scaling, and the scales, the difference between eczema scales and psoriasis scales is, in psoriasis we have, silver colored shiny scales. Okay, they are white, silver, shiny scales, like that of scales of the fish. Okay, scales of the fish, जो मच्छी के ऊपर का जो स्केल्स रहता है ना, जैसे वो कलर रहता है, वैसे सोरियासिस में रहता है. वेयर एज इन एक्जिमा, they are moreover like, scars. Scars, once the wound heals, how they are peeled off, they are like that in eczema. And in psoriasis, the scale formation or the skin, there is regeneration of the skins hourly, in terms of hourly or something like that. Whereas in eczema it is not like that. In psoriasis, on an average, generally, the skin takes 21 days to shed itself or to form a new skin. Okay, but in psoriasis, in case of psoriasis, the skin forms hourly. Every hour the skin, there is a regrowth of the skin, wherein, because of which, it peels off, or the old skin just drops off in the form of scales. Again, it could be on the scalp, on the face, on the ears, in the ears, on the, back, on the front, on the stomach, or especially on the joints, the joint areas. Again, only on the palms or on the plantar. Okay, based on its appearance, or in the appearance and the places it goes, I mean, like places it's formed, we have different, gutted psoriasis, plaque psoriasis, you know these kind of stuff. There is a lot of different types. Anyway, we are not going into that. Causes, again, immune system, one of the biggest thing, autoimmune disorder, at the same time genetic. Apart from that, climatic. For some people it is winter, and for some people it is summer, the sun or the heat. Apart from that, aharajam, amla lavana katu rasa in excess form, or madhura, not madhura, kashaya tikta rasa, if at all, in the excess form. Most common site of eczema, is limbs, your limbs. That is your hands, legs, very commonly found. But of course, you have other places also. But these are the common forms. Questions, end of the class. Okay. Um, Again, maybe as I was telling, psoriasis, vihara, exposure to the hot sun, viruddha ahara, sleeping in the daytime soon after the meal, ratri jagarna, stress, tension, any kind of food, all these causes uh, psoriasis. Okay. Now, apart from this, in Ayurveda, all these, skin related disorders, especially the eczema and psoriasis and all, they come under kushta roga, wherein apart from ahara, vihara, and manasika, there is a factor called as the purva janma krita. Okay, something called as purva janma krita. So this is one of the thing wherein it says that because of the past life, the person ends up with psoriasis, which takes a lot of time to heal. Okay. Yes. Now, coming to home remedies, regular sun exposure. If at all it is because of the winter, because of the kapha. When we are talking about winter and all, there is involvement of pitta or involvement of kapha, something like that. Okay, but all the three involvements are there. Three doshas are involved, but moreover, either it is pitta predominant or it is kapha predominant. Okay, these are two different dosha involved according to Ayurveda, which are very commonly found in present. If you see the patient, these are two doshic psoriasis which are very commonly found. Okay, so accordingly the treatment changes. But what you can do is external application. If at all it is because of the winter, then exposure to sun heals it. If at all it is because of the summer, then shaded sun wherein it is not too sunny, it is not too cold, that kind of weather heals or helps a lot. Lot of yogasanas, pranayama, breathing exercise, meditation, amazing results. Apart from that, a lot of fruits, okay, fresh fruits, very very beneficial. Excess fluid intake, liver tonics, very very beneficial. Barley water, very very beneficial. Then external application, aloe vera gel can be applied, white butter can be applied, ghee can be applied, glycerin can be applied, milk can be applied. Okay, very very beneficial. um yes. Now coming to wheat allergy, okay, allergic reaction, there is something called as gluten intolerance or wheat allergy or lactose intolerance or milk allergy. Okay, now you have to see that both these allergies, either it could be because right from the birth, which we call it as congenital, and something which acquired, that is, recently the person has been facing these problems. So based on these, there is difference. There is something called as primary or secondary. Okay, different types of allergies can be seen. um Bhumika ji, a lot of in the slides it has been already mentioned. Okay, uh, I have not read the slides in detail, but in the slides it has been mentioned. Yes. Now coming back to the intolerance or the allergies, what I was telling here, the allergies could be congenital. If at all they are congenital, like there is nothing much you can do. But if at all it is acquired, then it is something wherein your gut has become turned sensitive suddenly. जहां पे आपका गट है या फिर कोलोन है, सडनली सेंसिटिव हो गया है. ओके, it could be sensitive to the milk or it could be sensitive to the wheat. So now when this is the scenario, working on your agni and working on your colon or gut health is very very important, because this can be reversed. Okay, this can be reversed very easily and very uh, with a lot of in a short time it can be reversed. Proper panchakarma shodhana and rasayana chikitsa helps tremendously. Okay, especially the changeri ghrita, the dadi mavaleha, these are all some of the things which can be given in the gut health or rasana, and instantly the sensitivity of the gut goes off, the gut becomes strong, the agni is restored. Okay, agni, the agni and deepan and pachana, that is digestive fire and metabolism is maintained or regulated, and then this leads to reversing the intolerance. Now, some of the, if at all the person is allergic to wheat, then what happens? First and foremost, there's a lot of hives, itching, skin rashes, swelling of the lips, throat, mouth, nose, watering of the eyes, redness of the eyes, runny nose, stuffy nose, diarrhea, loose motions, IBS, irritable bowel syndromes, or flatulence, or pain, cramps. All these things can be seen. वीरेंद्र जी, आपको क्या समझ में नहीं आया प्लीज बता दो, मैं वो आपको हिंदी में बता दूंगी, ठीक है? Yes, wheat allergy. Now coming to yes, in the wheat allergy, what you can do is bale fruit. Okay, bale fruit is good. Again, some of the pomegranate is good. Fennel seeds are good. Methi dana, that is your fenugreek seeds are good. Apart from that, apples are good. Pomegranate we did. Changeri we did. Ghee is very, very good. Okay, ghee with water, ghee with milk is good. Apart from that, yeah, working on the agni is very beneficial. Coming to lactose intolerance, again here, the lactose, the body is not tolerated. Again here we have congenital and newly acquired. And if at all it is congenital, of course we can't do anything. In congenital, again there are different types, who are allergic to only milk, but they can consume milk products. Again, slightly your gut health is at the fault here. Apart from that, in some cases, all milk products are not accepted by the body. वीरेंद्र जी, कौन सा टॉपिक आप वो बताओ ना, मैं वो टॉपिक वापस आपको समझाती हूँ, क्योंकि एक फ्लो में रहता है तो मुझे ध्यान में कभी कभार नहीं रहता है कि कौन सा हिंदी में बताया और कौन सा इंग्लिश में बताया. ओके, कौन सा पार्ट आपको समझ में नहीं आया आप वो बताओ, फिर मैं आपको वो हिंदी में समझाती हूँ, ठीक है? Coming to lactose intolerance, is wherein some people, they are intolerant to milk products, but they are easily their body easily accepts the ghee. Okay, now ghee, if when it is being made with cultured curd, okay, it is beneficial, or it loses a lot of lactose, and whatever is left out is more over the fiber content. If at all you go to see the molecular molecular of the ghee, so in some people they are not intolerant to that. Again, working on the gut, working on the digestive system works a lot. Okay, so but the symptoms of lactose intolerance: stomach pain, bloating, diarrhea, flatulence, constipation, headache, muscle pain, cramps, lower limb pain, cramps, skin issues like eczema, psoriasis and all can be a cause. Okay, so this completes your topic. Yes, iPhone. Yeah.
मैम, मुझे ये पूछना था कि आपने जो भी ड्रिंक्स बोले हैं तो वो कब ले सकते हैं? मतलब व्हाट टाइम ऑफ द डे, कि वो मील के साथ ले सकते हैं, कैसे कर सकते हैं?
कभी भी ले सकते हो आप, कभी भी ले सकते हो.
विथ एनी मील, लाइक ब्रेकफास्ट के साथ ले ली?
नहीं, ये ड्रिंक्स है तो इट इज लाइक वाटर की तरह आप पी रहे हो. ये आप टी की तरह नहीं सिप कर रहे हो, आप थ्रू आउट द डे यू आर सिपिंग इट.
ठीक है.
भूमिका जी, यस. अनुपमा जी, फ्लैटुलेंस मतलब गैस. ओके, गैस. Bhumika ji, do Agni is also affected in these skin problems? Yes, of course. Agni is the main factor which is affected, leading to asthma and again skin related disorders. Okay, when Agni is affected, then the three doshas are disturbed and leading to a lot of disorders. Okay. निधि जी, सीतोपलादी चूर्ण मिलता है मार्केट में, उसको हम लोग हनी के साथ लेते हैं या फिर घी, मोर ओवर हनी के साथ ही उसको ऐसे चाटते हैं। ओके। वीरेंद्र जी, जितना आपने इंग्लिश में कहा वो नहीं समझ में आया। वीरेंद्र जी, कौन सा टॉपिक, कौन सा नहीं समझ में आया, प्लीज आप बताइए, मैं आपको वापस वो समझा देती हूँ। हो गई। नयना जी।
Yeah, ma'am. You just told no that impurity in the blood, like that. You told that this thing pitta got enter into the blood, and that impure our blood gets impurified. Okay, so like that, any means how can we rectify it? Or likewise, cough and bath also can do the same thing, ma'am.
Yes. Kapha and Vata also, when they get very vitiated, they mix with anything. They mix with specific dhatu and they cause disorders at that specific dhatu.
And
In skin related, pitta, for example, in eczema or in psoriasis, either pitta or kapha gets mixed up with blood, leading to disorders.
so that can be rectified only by the medicine, or for the if you do
With
detox
diet
also it
and
will.
all, no, diet and all, it will not help you majorly. For this, panchakarma shodhana chikitsa is a must, along with
Okay.
medicine. Yes.
Detox is also will not work.
Normal detox, panchakarma shodhana will work.
Okay,
Panchakarma.
that will work. Yeah, intense detox will work in that.
Yes,
And ma'am,
yes.
this one camphor, the if you want to get the
Camphor.
pure camphor, yeah. What is the name and where we can get it?
Bhimseni. You can say Bhimseni.
Bhimseni Kapoor. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, Kayan ji.
हाँ जी मैम। मैम जैसे आपने बोला है कि कोई क्लाइंट जो है इनफर्टिलिटी से सफर कर रहा है, हम इससे हर्ब्स दे सकते हैं लाइक दशमूल, शतावरी और एलोवेरा। तो हम इसको कैसे ऐड ऑन कर सकते हैं? जैसे दशमूल मैंने अगर किसी को रेफर करनी है या पेन्स के लिए
आप
निर्गुंडी
नहीं
देनी,
करना है, आप नहीं कर सकते,
तो निर्गुंडी वगैरह हमने नहीं देनी है इसे?
नहीं
ओके
देनी।
फाइन, ठीक है। और माय सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज कि जैसे आपने ब्लेमिशेस का हमें बताया था कि आप हनी एंड कितने सारे मतलब रेसिपीज हमें दी थी बनाने के लिए। तो जैसे किसी के फेस पे अगर ब्राउन स्मॉल स्मॉल स्पॉट्स हैं, तिल की तरह छोटे छोटे स्पॉट्स हैं, उन पे
उसमें
भी
भी
ये
वो
वाली
आप जी जी जी
रेमेडी
कर
अप्लाई की जा सकती है? फर्क पड़ेगा
जी
इससे?
जी 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 जी।
और रिंकल्स के लिए कोई स्पेसिफिक आंवला पाउडर इज वर्कफुल और नॉट?
शतावरी पाउडर इज वेरी बेनिफिशियल।
ओके मैम। शतावरी पाउडर मिक्स विद वाटर?
Mix with water or milk, preferably with milk or ghee.
और अप्लाई डेली? कैन वी अप्लाई डेली?
Yes.
ओके मैम, ठीक, थैंक यू।
Yes, Nirvesh ji.
हेलो मैम, गुड आफ्टरनून।
Good afternoon.
मैम ये शीतोपलादी है ना, मैं मेरे बच्चों को देती हूँ। जैसे आपने कहा ना कि फ्रीक्वेंट ये होता है, कोल्ड होता है, कोल्ड कॉफ। So I give them, but I'm not sure for how many days should I give. Should I give it for 3 days, 5 days, or until
Till the cold goes, you can give. No harm in
I
it.
can give? So I give them like a quarter spoon with honey. That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
उस्मा जी।
हेलो मैम।
हेलो, बताइए।
मैम अगर किसी क्लाइंट को मतलब एक साथ बहुत सारी एलर्जीज है, जिससे कुछ एलर्जीज में उसको मतलब दाने वगैरह निकल रहे, उसको मतलब छींके भी आ रही है तो उसका कफ बढ़ रहा है, फिर उसको सूरज से एलर्जी है तो उसका मतलब पित्त बढ़ रहा है, तो हमें मतलब पहले क्या ठीक करना होगा?
पहले उसको आप डॉक्टर के पास भेजना होगा और फिर बाद में उसका क्लेंजिंग होने के बाद फिर आप वापस आपके पास आके फिर आप उसको कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो। क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा मल्टीपल है ना, तो सिर्फ आप कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे, क्योंकि तीनों दोष ऑलरेडी प्रॉब्लम में आ गए हैं या फिर दूषित हो गए। करेक्ट। तो फिर अगर आप एक दोष को कम ठीक करने जाओगे तो ये दोनों दोष भी अटैच है, तीनों ऐसे अटैच हो गए, तो आप सिर्फ एक का
नहीं कर सकते।
जी। तो उस टाइम पे क्लेंजिंग या फिर पंचकर्मा या फिर कोई भी अदर मेडिसिन अगर वो फिट नहीं है पंचकर्मा के लिए तो कोई मेडिसिन की जरूरत पड़ेगी।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू।
यस नीतू जी।
Good evening, ma'am.
गुड इवनिंग।
Yeah, ma'am, my question is that अगर छोटा बच्चा है, means like 10 years old boys or girl is there, so it is possible that because of the pitta, kapha or vata, they are having this body odor or something like that.
Could be,
Is
could
bad
be,
smell
could be.
in
With
in
the
that small
excess
child?
pitta.
If the child
Yes,
is
yes,
active,
yes,
you
yes,
know,
yes, yes, yes. It can.
oh. And how could we treat, ma'am?
Frequent hygiene. Hygiene is one of the thing, and regulating their pitta.
Okay,
Pitta
thank you.
shamana.
Okay, thank you.
Barkha ji, yes.
Ma'am, what do we do for fungal infections, ma'am?
Fungal infection, they have to be checked. Okay, there are a lot of things because we are using a lot of neem oil, but neem oil and neem or neem oil can be very beneficial, and washing them with trifala water is also, or haldi water is also very good. But if at all this is not helping, then internal medication is required.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Kiran ji.
यस मैम, गुड इवनिंग मैम। जो बच्चे म्यूजिक सीखते हैं उनके गले के लिए कोई रेमेडी या फिर कोई हर्ब हम दे? जो
Sorry,
बच्चे
I did not get you.
यस मैम, मैम जो बच्चे मतलब 10 इयर्स के अगर म्यूजिक सीखते हैं तो उनके गले के लिए हम कोई हर्ब्स दे सकते हैं हनी में मिक्स करके?
हनी में नहीं, स्पेसिफिक हर्ब है, उसका नाम कोलंजन है। कोलंजन, कोलंजन,
कोलंजन। ओके,
हाँ,
उसको कैसे देना है?
वो आपको गूगल पे मिल जाएगा, अमेजोन पे भी मिल जाएगा। कोलंजन बोल के है, ऊपर से डार्क मरून कलर का है, विथ रिंग्स टाइप है, और इतना बड़ा ये है रहता है। जस्ट आस्क देम टू बाइट इट, दैट विल क्लियर द थ्रोट। वेरी गुड फॉर सिंगर्स। In fact, in all the singers use this.
ओके, और इसको कंज्यूम कब करना है? मॉर्निंग, इवनिंग, नाइट?
Any time of the day, any time
Any
of the
time.
day. It is just, you have to just take a bite and chew it. That's it.
ओके ओके। एंड मैम क्वांटिटी?
Quantity, little quantity. थोड़ा थोड़ा वो herb, वो ड्राई हर्ब है, तो आप उसको थोड़ा सा कट करके थोड़ा थोड़ा खाना है, बस इतना।
तो मतलब मैम वो गरम वगैरह तो नहीं करेगा ना?
नहीं 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 नहीं।
ओके, थैंक यू।
यस बरखा जी। बरखा जी फॉर वॉट? हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
एक तो वॉट्स के लिए क्या करते हैं मैम? And
we have Shara Sutra for them and different line of treatment.
so
Agni
can
karma
we
है,
then can we
home
contact
remedy
you?
नहीं है।
तो मेडिकल आपको वो उस मेडिकल नंबर पे फोन करके ऑनलाइन
आप
ट्रीटमेंट
कोऑर्डिनेटर से, हाँ कोऑर्डिनेटर से आप बात कर लो, हाँ कोऑर्डिनेटर से आप बात कर लो, तो वो गाइड कर देंगे।
हाँ, एंड द अदर वन इज चिकन पॉक्स है मैम। किसी को जैसे हम लोग को आते हैं तो हम लोग जनरली कुछ नहीं करते, नीम के पत्ते रखते हैं 5 दिन में स्नान, बट व्हाट डू वी डू विद अ चाइल्ड इफ शी इज इट्स नॉट गेटिंग हील्ड? The child is suffering, like बच्चा है तो
just consult an Ayurvedic doctor, yeah, because they are kids, no, so we need something internal to decrease और शमन करने के लिए। पित्त अगर बहुत ज्यादा इचिंग है और जलन है, यूजुअली बहुत ज्यादा जलन और इचिंग रहता है, तो तो फिर थोड़ा सा घी भी आप दे सकते हो, थोड़ा थोड़ा हल्का हल्का घी आप दे सकते हो, so that will with hot water, so that will take care and cleanse and detox also. It will act as a kind of detox, but at the same time, having said this, please consult a doctor.
And neem oil जब तक लगा सकते सूदिंग के लिए?
नीम ऑयल आप लगा सकते हो, लेकिन नीम ऑयल जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा एग्रेसिव हो जाता है, तो कभी कभार बच्चों को वो जलन कर सकता है। तो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज टेक नीम ऑयल, मिक्स इट विथ एलोवेरा जेल, ओके, प्रॉपरली थोड़ा सा नीम ऑयल, एलोवेरा जेल लो, उसमें आप नीम ऑयल थोड़ा डाल लो 1 टीस्पून या फिर 2 टीस्पून, और फिर अच्छे से उसको विप करो। ओके,
हाँ
विप करोगे तो वो उसका कलर थोड़ा सा चेंज हो जाएगा, फिर वो वाला आप थोड़ा सा लगाओगे, देन दैट विल बी वेरी हेल्पफुल।
और खोपरा खोपरा नहीं मिक्स कर सकते?
खोपरा आप डाल सकते हो, खोपरा इज योर कैम्फर राइट?
खोपरा इज कोकोनट ऑयल।
कोकोनट ऑयल यू कैन
ठंडा
यूज।
ठंडा
हाँ
करते
हाँ
हैं ना,
हाँ हाँ हाँ, कोकोनट
नीम
ऑयल
ऑयल और
ऑल्सो यू
ठंडा
कैन। हाँ हाँ हाँ,
एंड
yes,
क्लीन।
you
ओके,
can.
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू, थैंक
Yes, Subhendu ji.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good
Madam,
afternoon.
viruses, is it, what is this? It is just, you are telling it is a skin disease.
Hmm.
Okay.
What psoriasis or?
Yeah, psoriasis. Actually, what is the problem? Because I first, when I am suffering from that, basically under the soul, heat, again, and it cracked, and a little bit of blood is coming, and lot of pain is when I am walking. Then the lot of pain are coming, and the first the allopathic skin specialist given me a ointment, and when I use it, then the 1 or 2 days, then the situation is okay, but next day another places the crack is coming.
Yes,
And
yes.
then I gone to a Ayurvedic treatment, and the Ayurvedic doctor given me dosha, 3 tablets per day, and the talc and 10 ointment, Sorolin B ointment. Okay. Again, the same situation, the initially it is fine. Then after some days, the again that coming. But then my yoga teacher asked me to use the neem and karanj oil.
Karanja oil.
Yeah, karanja oil and neem, and then these 2 oils, I at present I see it is the much more effective, and the situation is much more better. It is day by day, it is improving. And then what's the problem?
Yes. See,
Now,
first and foremost, diet and lifestyle, the triggering factor, the which climate, which dosha.
Where is it coming from? Is
It
it a
is coming
fungus?
from. It is not
Is it a
fungus.
fungus?
It is not
Then?
fungus. It is your autoimmune disorder. Your skin is multiplying, in hours, or you could say the skin usually regrows in 21 days. But in psoriasis, the skin grows hourly, leading to peeling, leading to cracked this, or it's like a lesion or injury. So here, it is an autoimmune. So here, the best line of treatment, first and foremost, would be Virechana, and later, all these application. But yes, Karanja oil, neem oil, and aloe vera gel are
No,
very,
I am
very
not.
beneficial.
I am not telling the treatment. I am telling the what's the cause actually. What's the problem? What's the disorder?
That's what I told you. It is an autoimmune disorder. Your body is multiplying. Your body is, you could say, it is getting wrong signals, and because of which it is multiplying the skin growth within hours. Okay, first and foremost, this is the modern aspect. In Ayurveda aspect, because of your faulty ahara vihara manasika, stress, tension, or climatic variation, this affects your body, leading to increased or aggravated doshas, either of the 3 dosha, or either of the 3 doshas, all the 3 doshas, which gets mixed with the blood, leading to these lesions.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, Varsha ji.
मैम, ये क्लास बेसिक की है ना?
हाँ, क्यों?
बेसिक मुझे पता नहीं क्यों बार बार डाउट होता है, मुझे थोड़ा सा सर के ऊपर से जाता है सब, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है
ये
बेसिक की है।
बेसिक ही है, नहीं ये बेसिक ही है, एडवांस इससे भी बहुत ज्यादा रहता है, लेकिन ये बेसिक ही है। थोड़ा सा आपको सर
हाँ
के ऊपर इसलिए जाना है क्योंकि हम लोग बहुत ज्यादा नॉलेज आपको बहुत कम टाइम में दे रहे हैं, तो आप
हाँ
थोड़ा सा आपके तरफ से भी ना थोड़ा सा बेसिक आप पढ़ के थोड़ा सा बार बार रिवाइज कीजिए, ठीक है?
जी ठीक, थैंक यू मैम।
यस कायन जी।
मैम मेरे को ना आपसे एक एडवाइस चाहिए थी एक्चुअली में। जैसे हम लोग हर्ब्स को मेंशन नहीं कर सकते, आपने जो हमें बताई हैं, और जो शोधन चिकित्सा है, पंचकर्मा है, दैट वी आल्सो कैन नॉट, वो तो कोई स्पेशलाइज्ड आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर होएगा। तो हम जो पढ़ रहे हैं कोर्स को अगर हमें अपनी डाइट में इंक्लूड करना है, तो आपको ये एक दो ऐसे पॉइंट्स दे सकते हो कि हाँ मैं इन पॉइंट्स को, अब जब किसी क्लाइंट को डाइट दूंगी तो मैं इन पॉइंट्स को ध्यान में रख के ये सब चीजें इनकॉर्पोरेट कर सकती हूँ, कुछ थोड़ी सी गाइडेंस चाहिए।
ऑलरेडी हम लोगों ने बात की है ना, जो प्रकृति, इंसान का प्रकृति क्या है, उसका अग्नि, मल, दोषा, वो सारी चीजों को हम लोग ध्यान में रख के उसका डाइट प्लान कर रहे हैं।
तो
डिसऑर्डर
क्या
आप नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि आप यू आर नॉट ऑथोराइज्ड और यू डोंट हैव इनफ ट्रेनिंग फॉर दैट।
तो हम लोग जैसे सिर्फ उनको यही देख सकते हैं कि अगर इसकी अग्नि मंद है तो हम इसको क्या कर सकते हैं,
करेक्ट,
इसकी
करेक्ट,
प्रकृति है तो ये
यस,
अगर वात प्रकृति का तो इसको मधुर आंवला लवना देना है, ऐसे हम बस ये
करेक्ट,
कर सकते
जी 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 जी।
हैं।
Okay, I think you have next class. So all the questions tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you so much.